Greetings, everybody. My name is Inigo Montoya, and welcome to Wolfinia. This is episode 246 of my Minecraft survival series, and we are once again out here at the Eclipse Outpost, our raid farm, with the intent of getting this thing 100% operational by the end of today's episode. Get those emeralds rolling in, am I right? Yeah, you know I'm right. Y'all villagers are up here happy to be far away from the action. They get to reap the rewards while I'm down there doing the dirty work. Anyway, no, that's not the you know what? That's fine. That's fine. All right, let's go ahead and let's talk about what we need to get done. So we got some we don't have any pillagers in here. I let them all despawn. I was up there for too long. That's fine. We'll just wait for some more to roll in. Ah, there we go. There's our fella right there. And we got two of them. Excellent. Okay. Let's go ahead and clear these guys out. Make some room. There's our fella. All right. So we got that bad omen effect. Let's go ahead and get this raid started. And it's just going to be, I'm going to give you guys a quick refresher of how this raid farm works, all right? So we got our bad omen effect. We're going to take that bad omen effect up towards the village, which is located high above our actual raid farm area. We're going to panic, like that. And then we're going to drop down here outside the range of the village, which means all of our waves of this raid are going to spawn at once around here. And there they go. They're coming in right now. Perfect, right on cue. So once these guys all spawn in, we're going to go ahead and flush them down the drain. And that is going to release a torrent of water that's going to bring all these guys over to me, aside from the Ravagers, because we don't have an opening wide enough for the Ravagers yet. Then again, I don't really want them down here with me. We're going to talk about that more later, but everybody else is coming in, as you can see, which is excellent. And we just give them a little bit of that, and that gets us tons of emeralds, makes us very rich, gives us a lot of XP, and also gives us bad omen. So we can take that bad omen back up to the village and get another raid going and just keep this going perpetually and collect a whole lot of emeralds and totems and whatever else we could possibly ever want out of a raid farm, right? Works pretty well. Panic, guys! Panic! Now, we don't even really need to take care of the Ravagers, if I'm to be honest, because, I mean, the Ravagers are kind of a pain in the butt, and they don't really give us anything worthwhile, but, you know, I like to be thorough. Now, eventually the raid farming is going to end, and we're going to want to get rid of our bad omen so that we don't accidentally bring that back to Wolfinia and start some chaos. That's where these guys come in. They get rid of the bad omen effect we got over there and also provide some delightful refreshments. I do appreciate that. You know what? Actually, one of y'all is about to be employed. I'm going to bring one of y'all over here to the Eclipse Outpost with me, and, yeah, be a very important job. Actually, there's another cow right here. We'll bring that one over so we don't break up the group over there. We'll bring over the lonely one. He could use some company. And away we go, Pope! Pope! Crap! Cow! Watch your butt, try not to get an arrow in it. I'll try not to fricassee ya. Okay, we are good. Alright, you hang out right here for just a little bit, and I need to go and I need to collect my slime blocks I left all throughout the trees and stuff out there. And then once I'm done with that, we'll talk about what we're going to get into next. Now, something that's just occurred to me is we collect a whole lot of stuff when we're over here at the raid farm. We kind of clog up our inventory. And I guess I could technically just put this stuff into the hoppers and we'd be good to go, but I don't know. I kind of would like a dedicated solution for this. So maybe what we could do is just put a little manual input right here, and that should do the trick. Can access it just fine. Yeah, I think that's gonna work. Okay, so none of y'all have banners, right? Good. So if I were to have gotten anything from that, I could just toss it into our dedicated chest and we'd be good to go. And yes, I suppose I could have put the chest right here, kind of saved myself 2 hoppers. You know, if you want to be stingy, that's something you could do, but I didn't do that. I put the chest right here, and that's how I'm gonna leave it, you bunch of cheapskates. Okay. Leave me alone. Alright, let's go ahead and talk about what we're gonna do with these Ravagers. Now, I've been giving this some thought, okay? Now, the first thing I was thinking of was we could use some cacti along this inner section right here to take the Ravagers out, and we could probably make that look pretty decent. Other options I considered were either sweet berries or wither roses placed along this inner, area along here. But all of those foliage options would take too long, I think. So our solution would be lava. Now, do I really want lava up here? Well, no, I don't. Because on top of the fact that we do have wood inside this building that could potentially burn, I just don't think it would look great with what we've got going on here already. You know, we're trying to balance form and function in this. So what I think we should do instead is maybe make this drop wide enough to accommodate our Ravagers, let them wash down with everybody else, right? And once they do wash down, we could less conspicuously place a lava somewhere down here. I think that is probably our best option. So, I think this is the wrong way. We need to go this way. I think what I'm going to need to do right now is go on a little supply run. So one thing on our list are the splash potions of healing, which we're going to need for our golem friend. And while those are brewing up, I'm also going to collect some fire resistance potions, which comes in handy for collecting lava. And while we're in the area, it would also make sense to go ahead and get something we can make fence gates out of that won't burn. So either the warped and crimson are good for that, and I do believe we have some. Yes, we do. And then, as far as collecting lava goes, well, lava is not terribly hard to find down here in the nether, so we'll just, we're fine. Everything's fine. Hey, there you are. Just the guy I was looking for. I got something for you, and it's not lava, don't worry. It's something that's going to make you feel good. Taste that. You want more, don't you? Of course you do. You're a hungry boy. That wasn't enough to satiate your hunger. You know what? Next time I head back to Wolfinia, I'll bring you some more, all right? I got you. Man, I don't know what I was thinking. Look at this guy. You think 3-course meal's enough? 3-course meal ain't enough for him. Anyway, we got some work to do. We need to widen this trench long enough or wide enough to accommodate our Ravagers. We need to get in our lava sources and all that stuff to take them out. We are also going to need to make accommodations for all that with the structure we got here, so some minor structural alterations. But I think we can handle it. So, at this point, let's go ahead and call the drone on over here, put on a little bit of music, and get to work. Welcome back, everybody. We've got a much more open floor plan down here now with great views and a cow who is still tied up because somebody likes to ride the elevator too much. It's fine. You know, I'll give you some food, some water down here. You'll be good. But on top of what we did inside, we've also made some changes to the exterior here to accommodate for our Ravagers, which did involve some slight structural changes, as you can see, but I think overall it works, you know. This is now wide enough for the Ravagers to go down. We do have a lava source right here to take the Ravagers out, but I will be readdressing those because as of right now, these kind of don't really work as intended. I'll talk more about that in a minute. But let's go ahead and make our way into the basement because I also made some changes down here. I added a little item transportation system. So you can see we've got some hoppers down here. So that way when the Ravagers get taken out, they'll drop their saddles. And basically the saddles will just fall into the water stream and get collected by the hoppers. This one will get shot up over here, brought to the soul sand elevator. And this is actually the same soul sand elevator that takes our items from the collection area up into storage. You can see our dropper right there that shoots items up to the top. Now, also, we had some horses down here. They were a pain in my butt. And this area is incredibly dark because I flooded it trying to get the horses out. But yeah, I did have to escort those guys out of here because they were being a huge nuisance. So now they are free to wander around wherever they've gone off to. There's one. I don't know where the other one went. But as long as they're not my business, I don't care what they do. Ow! But now it's time to do another little shopping trip, so let's go ahead and grab some more healing potions for our golem. I gotta remember to start hitting these buttons when I leave. Get some more brewing, you know? Hey, how y'all doing over here? Y'all look like you're doing good. You're doing great work. I like it. Hey, don't mind me. I just need to pick up a little cow food. Ooh, that's cause for celebration. Oh, look at you, looking fresh as a daisy, or a dandelion. You know, whatever your flower preference may be. And then for you, oh boy, do I got some treats for you. I don't like how these are full blocks. That makes me paranoid. Oh, yeah, that's why we need to change up our lava placement. Because it's getting the pillagers. I almost forgot to tell y'all about that. But first things first, we're gonna go ahead and get some toppings to put on our hay bales back at the Eclipse Outpost because, like I said, those full blocks freaking me out. Now think of these as kind of a garnish. You don't wanna eat those. The fibrils will get all stuck in your teeth. It won't be pleasant. All right, let's go ahead and see what's going on with our lava placement here. So basically, what's happening is that. Well, you can see what's happening. The pillagers aren't going under it, they're going through it, which obviously isn't what we want, is it? Hi. I'm gonna need to turn the farm off before we actually do any work here. That might be a good idea. You know, I knew how I wanted to do this, I just didn't do it that way. Like, you see how we have these drop downs right here, right? We need to make it so that way the pillagers can drop down, but the Ravagers won't fit. And we could probably do that over here, actually. Basically, the idea is that the Ravagers will be too big to drop down, which will place them a block higher than the pillagers will be, which means we can place our lava a block higher and not have to worry about pillagers hitting the lava. So, something like this should work for us. Now I'm gonna go ahead and do that to all of our lava sources and each of our 4 entrances to our thing here. And while I'm down here, I'm also going to make some changes to the trench, mostly because I don't like how this is on the same level with this water stream. So basically, all the water streams in the trench surrounding the structure, I'm going to raise up by a block. But now that that's done, I think we are good to go. But the only way to know for sure is to actually start a raid and test this thing out, right? So, let's see if we can get a dude with the banner, which is not any of these fellas. But that's fine. That's fine. It just takes a couple spins around the merry-go-round to get what we want. And I also have the farm running. So if we don't see any from out here, we'll go inside and check and see if there's anybody that's just decided to show up, right? And there has been. Hey, we can check through the windows now. That's actually really convenient. Okay, cool. All right, we got our bad omen. And you guys know the raid process by now, right? We just go up the elevator. Panic, 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 panic. Don't forget to panic. The raid spawns in and we got a view of it this time. Oh boy. Everybody gets flushed down, including the Ravagers, which I don't see. Maybe they already flushed down because I hear stuff burning. I hear Pillagers and Ravagers burning. There are Pillagers riding Ravagers, so I should have really had the drone running so I could see what's really going on down here. That's fine. We'll have another raid directly after this. All right. So we got our bad omen again. Panic, 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 panic. What you doing over here? You know you're supposed to be panicking. All right, so as I said, this time we got the drone out there, so hopefully the drone can show us what is actually going on. So we got the raid spawning in at this point. Wonderful. Yeah, why are they throwing stuff at each other? They're trying to attack each other. That's my job. They'll try to take my job. All right, they're all going to be flushed in now, including the Ravagers. So you see the Ravagers going in. Wonderful. I hear some Ravagers burning. This guy's not going where he belongs. He's fighting that current. Oh, the current wins. The current wins. That fella thought he was a salmon. He ain't no salmon. He's gonna learn the difference between fish and mammals today. But yeah, everybody's coming through here just fine. I hear more Ravagers burning. That's always good. Hopefully the drone can actually see this, because I sure can't. Should've just made a fully transparent floor, but, you know, I like my aesthetics. I don't know, just seeing these guys all the time, that would just ruin the view completely. I'm not trying to insult them, I'm not calling them ugly or anything, it's just that they always wear that sour face, you know, that pillager face. I think that might be the last of them. Alright, so I think we're good to go now. I mean, this is as good as it's going to get because I'm not doing any more work to this. This works well enough for me. Now, here's the bad news, Cal. I don't actually need you. You don't have to leave. I'm going to let you stay here. In fact, you can wander around freely. So long as you don't enter my elevator. In fact, yeah, we'll keep this closed. But I don't think I actually need the cow to get rid of the bad omen because something did occur to me. Because I have seen this happen before. If we actually bring our bad omen up here to the village and start another raid, we don't actually need to start another raid. If we just stay up here rather than head all the way down there and wait for the raid bar to completely fill up, all of our raiders are going to be within despawn range and we're just going to automatically win. For instance, you see them spawning in down there, but almost immediately they vanish. Yeah. So, I mean, we don't get any of their stuff, but we do end the raid without having to drink milk, which is wonderful for anybody that has to be around me. These guys right here are not going away, though. But if we were to... Hey, look at that. Just a couple blocks difference. They were on a raised platform. It's fine. All right. So, long story short, cow, milk, not necessary, but I'm not getting rid of the cow because, well, the cow and I have had time to bond, you know, and I like the cow. I think the cow likes me. So we're going to hang out down here. You really want it open? You want to hang out with the villagers? You can go hang out with the villagers if you want. That's fine too. But now it is time to shift focus from function to form because I feel like building something. And I said last episode that we're going to work on the structure some more in this episode. I think I said that at least. Because the village up there, well, if you look at all of this, that makes no structural sense at all, right? We need to support this somehow. Now, I've decided against doing a tower, like extending off this current structure. Instead, I think I'm going to extend these diagonal sections kind of off the current structure and make a brace that kind of bows out like this and then goes back and holds that part up. And a bow is a good way to describe it. If you imagine this brace as like the wooden part of the bow and the elevator as the bowstring, I think that's pretty much what I'm going for here. I mean, it's a little crazy, right? It's a little crazy, but, you know, we're out here in the middle of nowhere. It's not like we're in Wolfinia where we're going to have to look at this every day if it does turn out terrible. So, yeah, I'm pretty set on that, and I'm curious to see how it turns out. Oh, thank you, fellas. What? I said thank you. Oh, the chest, huh? Yeah, I'll do something about these chests. I'll come back here and fix your area up, get your chests all sorted out. Maybe give y'all some more room. Y'all would like that. Not today, though. No, not today. Because I got other pressing matters I need to tend to. So, I got what I need. I've got some semblance of a plan. You guys know what the plan is. So, at this point, let's go ahead and call the drone on over to the Eclipse Outpost, put on a little bit of music, and get to work. Ow! Ow! Welcome back, everybody. We have made some changes here to the Eclipse Outpost. Oh, one more of these. And then I need to clean up my mess real quick. Stuff in the water should be collected automatically, so we don't have to worry about that. Let me just grab this real quick, and then we can see what we did. Even though you guys saw what we did in the time lapse, I'm gonna show you again, because I want to experience it with you. Oh boy, look at that. So we've made some changes to the Eclipse Outpost. And this is not what I would describe as a subtle change. That is bold, is what it is. That's how I describe that, bold. Give you guys a little closer look at the backside here, because we kind of reworked some of the stuff in here to accommodate for these things, whatever you want to call them. This was fun, because this is like the stuff I'm too scared to do in Wolfinia. It's what I would describe as high risk, high reward. I haven't really looked at this from the front yet. I think this actually needs to be taller, because it looks a little awkward as is. Hold up. Yeah, we'll just raise everything up by an arbitrary amount, and if that's not enough, we'll go bigger. Alright, let's see how that looks. I think that's fine, except for this needs to go up, like the inside section of it, the gray concrete. Let me go ahead and take care of that. At the expense of my face. Alright. Hopefully that'll be good, because I am just about ready to call it. Well, I need to call it. So hopefully that's good. You know what? It's good. I like it. Yeah. I like that. Now, I am not 100% done with the Eclipse Outpost. I mean, the exterior is good. I like the exterior, but, you know, the villagers need rooms. There's other odds and ends that we're going to need to take care of. I'm thinking we probably have maybe one more episode here before we call this thing 100% complete. And because I'm having fun with this, you know what? I'm just going to go ahead and say that's going to be next episode. We're going to hang out here just a little bit longer. But that, I think, is going to do it for us today, guys. So, I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, please be sure to hit that little thumbs up button. That would mean a whole lot to me. And if you want to see more of Wolfinia, please remember to subscribe. Excuse me for a second. There we go. But as always, I just want to thank you guys for hanging out with me today. I deeply appreciate it. And until next time, I am Princess Buttercup, and I will see you guys later.